With all those potholes, you need to pay extra attention to your vehicle. So before you head off on your spring or summer road trip, there's a few things you may have overlooked when it comes to car maintenance. And here to talk about that is Aaron Bax of Bell Tire. Aaron, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me real quick, we've been telling people there are a few things that they likely overlooked, right, this winter?
Correct.
What are those things?
One of the main things that we see most commonly, and even in the tire industry, you'd be surprised how many people don't know much about their tires. Tires are the #1 category. Those have to be in good shape in order to be able to handle not only the winter, but then the following rainy seasons in the springtime. Wet traction is super important, and the deeper the grooves are on the tire, the better the water can be removed so the tire can do the job.
Okay, and what are the other two things, would you say?
Alignments are important. We just heard about alignment issues with potholes. Potholes cause a lot of alignment problems, and this is actually a tire here that's been alignment worn, so you can see where it looks okay on the outer edge, but on the inner edge, very, very bad, and actually down into the belts already. A lot of people don't check those things and don't have those alignments checked at least twice a year to make sure that those tires aren't going to be wearing out prematurely. And then the third thing is their shocks and struts, which also can be affected by potholes as well. Those can get very worn and cause other issues with the car. And
we are all no stranger to potholes, as we were just talking about just a moment ago. So tell us, okay, again, what are some of the tips that people can do to know, whether their tire is worn down?
It's one of the things you'll see is you may notice outside edge wear on your tires because you can see that when you're looking at your vehicle. But one of the things you could do is turn the tire with your steering wheel, check the inside of the tire. That's going to make sure that if you have inside edge alignment wear, that you're going to notice it and take it to a Bell Tire to have it serviced and taken a look at.
Okay.
Also, one of the things they can do is use a quarter test. By turning the quarter upside down and using the head here, we're going to make sure that there's a deep enough tread on the tire in order to make sure it still has a deep enough grooves to remove some of that rain as well.
That's very nifty.
Yep. A lot of people use the penny test. The penny test is kind of old. We use the quarter test
outdated.
Here in Michigan.
The quarter is new, penny outdated.
Exactly.
Okay, very good. And tell us a little bit more about some of the other tips. We've got batteries here.
Definitely.
What's the situation?
So winter is really, really hard on your battery. One of the best things you can do if you haven't replaced your battery through the winter is have it checked afterwards to make sure it's still good and it's going to give you the long-lasting life it needs to do.
So do you want to buy one of these and carry it with
absolutely,
you? Okay.
Yeah. No.
That's
have it checked at every Bell Tire. We do free battery checks so they can come by and have that done. Batteries should last you at least 2 to 3 years, and always have it checked if it's older than 2 or 3 years.
Okay, and what else do we have here?
So these are some safety items that I think everybody should have in their car. Everybody should have the trusty air pressure gauge to make sure that the right air pressure is in the tires. That can also cause a lot of tire wear.
And what causes the tire? Because that happens to me, and I'm sure a lot of people all the time, where you see it on your car that the pressure is going down constantly.
So, air is not inert, so it fluctuates with temperature, and since we get such big temperature gaps here in Michigan, things can happen with the air pressure in your tires that change over time, whether it gets hotter or colder.
Okay.
So checking it frequently. We have free air pressure machines at every Bell Tire that have an automatic digital gauge on them, so you can even come to the Bell Tire and have them checked there 24 hours a day.
And then windshield wiper?
Absolutely. Keep that windshield clear. You know, definitely in the rainy season, you want to make sure that you have enough windshield washer fluid in there and that your wipers are in good shape too. We see a worn one here that's actually starting to come apart. And basically having those checked, if you don't know how to check it, have a Bell Tire service guy check it, and we'll replace them with a much better, nicer, new windshield wiper to keep that
And these
clear.
are all important to think about because, again, we're making our plans for our road trips, for the spring, for the summer, and we get so excited about the vacation, we forget about all the preparation and maintenance that we really need to be thinking about.
Exactly.
Thanks so much. We appreciate your time. We're going to take a quick break.